Hello, we will start from very basics to Java programming. We will create Hello World program in the end of this video. Now what you will learn in this video: first, Java is pure object oriented. I will give basic explanation on class and object. Then what is the use of classes in Java. Then what is required for very basic Java program. Then what is block of code. Then we will cover what is main method in Java, which is very important for your basics. Then how to print message in Java. Then we will create very basic program, that is Hello World program. So now let's start the video. First of all, Java is pure object oriented, which means that in Java everything is an object, and object is created from a class. You must remember this golden rule of Java. Okay, so now what is class? I will discuss that later, but for now, what is object? Now what is object? Object is any real world thing. That can be car, that can be dog, that can be human, that can be door, that can be office, can be any real world thing. An object have state and behavior. For example, if we take an example of a dog, then its state is its name, its breed, its color, and its behavior is barking, wagging the tail, and running. Well, this is advanced topic, advanced thing, complicated things. So we will cover these things in detail in future, but this information is enough for your basics. Now what is class? A class can be defined as a template and blueprint from which individual objects are created. To create a class, we use keyword called class. According to naming convention, the first letter of class is capital. We will create class practically in the last part of the video, so don't worry, you will understand then better. Now what is the basic syntax to create a class? That is, you have to write the keyword class, then any name for the class, then braces, and inside the braces you have to write any desired code. Now why we use classes in Java? In Java, the classes carries your code, and as we discussed earlier, everything in Java is object. You must remember this golden rule. Everything in Java is object, and to make your code act like an object, for that you have to put your code in a class, inside the class. Without class, your code is useless and have no meaning. You can separate your code by creating a different classes. This helps you divide your code on basis of its responsibility, the purpose of the code, and it reduces code complexity. You can write your code more effectively, more efficiently. You can convert real world object to the code with the help of class. This topic will be covered in detail in future in object oriented programming section. So don't worry. Okay, class has attributes and behavior. If we take real world example of human, then it would be to create a class for human. It will have attribute as age, color and height, and behavior as walk and eat. For now, you must have basic knowledge of class. We will do proper exercises and quizzes on it. This information is enough for your very basics. You will learn things step by step. Now what is required for very basic Java program? You need at least two things for running very basic Java program. The first is at least one class, that we have already discussed that. And the second is you need at least one main method. Now, what is main method? This is very important. Without main method, you cannot run your Java program. I will explain you what is main method, but before that, you must memorize that you need at least one main method and one class for running basic Java program because you will be asked for this in future. Before covering the main method, you have to know about what is block of code. In Java program, we use braces frequently and the code inside these braces are called block of code. The example of code is given below. So class uses braces, which mean it contains specific block of code. Similarly, method uses the block of code. So that is the meaning of block of code. Before going to main method, you have to understand that what is method in Java. A method is a block of code to perform a specific task. There is a specific syntax Java provided for you to define method. The basic general syntax for method is written below, that is return type, then name of your method. Return type means that what type of data will be returned after method is executed. Now what is data type, and we cannot cover this in very basics. For now, just remember word return type and data type. Don't worry if this look difficult to you. Just follow my sequence, you will get all the answers right on time. And what is method? We will discuss this topic in future in detail also. Now what is main method? It is similar to method, but it is predefined by Java, and the main method is the first block of code executed after you run a program. Your code is not executed automatically. You need to put your code inside the main method in order to execute it. To define the main method, you have to write the below code. Public static void main. This is the special way the Java has defined it for the developers. I cannot discuss now what is public, static and void because this is complicated thing. We will cover this in detail in future video. Now how to print message in Java. To print message in Java, we write system.out.print. That's it. Now let's create our very basic hello world program. We will create basic Java program of hello world in IntelliJ. So let's open IntelliJ. First of all, we will open the IntelliJ IDEA editor. Then we will create a new project by clicking the new project button. Then we will click on Java and click on next button. We are creating a command line app. We will check the create project from template. So with this template, we will have simple empty Java project with a class and with main method. So it will have one class and one main method. So click on next. Add here. There is a project name. So our project name is hello world, and we have set the location of this project to downloads. Now this is the base package. What is base package? The base package contains our coding files. So all the coding files will be in one package or multiple package. So click on finish. It will create empty project for us, and I will explain package in detail in future. So now our empty project is created with the name of hello world. This is our coding file main.java. This is the project folder hello world, which contains source folder Source folder contain all the coding file and packages, and at here according to the template we have one class and one main method. So if I remove the main method, it will give me error because I have already tell you that to run a basic Java program we need two things, one is class and one is main method. So now you can see here there is the error of main method not found in class com.helloworld.main. So we have to define the main method, as I have already told you that there is a specific way to define the main method, and that is this way: public static void main. So you need to put your code inside this main method in order to run your code. To print message in Java, there is the code for it: system.out.print, and in the double quote we will write our message. So our message is hello world. So this is the way to print the message in Java in the console base. So now if I run the program, the error will be removed and our message will be printed. So now the error is removed and our message of hello world is printed in the console. That's it. Thank you. See you in next